What's up guys, I'm back with another video today, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing the do's and the don'ts of networking in the music industry. The purpose of this video is to help you guys make more meaningful connections and nurture existing connections in the music industry. So let's start off with the do's. The first do is focus on yourself. And I know this may sound super counterintuitive to a video about networking, but it's very important. When people see you building a good foundation for yourself, they're going to be way more attracted to that than if you're just reaching out and trying to get handouts from them. Also, just think about the type of person that you're going to attract if you can actually build a good foundation for yourself. You're going to be attracting people that are of much higher value and that can bring you more value and overall better connections to make in the music industry. You can think of this in terms of yourself too, because it works the same vice versa. Would you want to network with someone that reaches out to you? You see they have pretty much no social credibility, no status, they haven't achieved anything notable. Would you want to network with that person, or would you want to network with someone that you can see they've built a good foundation for themselves, they've released a couple albums, they have a collab project with someone else, they're working on this new exciting idea for their music business, whatever the case may be, like which person would you want to network with more? So it really just comes down to that, and it's no different to when it comes down to you and you reaching out to other people and their perception of you. It's exactly the same. The second do is to understand that the music industry is not always fair. It's like this with every single creative industry, music, showbiz, whatever the case is. In entertainment industries, it's not fair. So you really want to train yourself into this so you don't get upset when someone doesn't respond to you, when someone doesn't want to do a feature with you, when some form of relationship falls through. These are things that are going to happen to you in your music career, and you need to get used to dealing with these blows now, because if you don't, these are blows that could potentially wipe out your career as a whole. If you're someone that's very fragile, I know I have sensitive tatted on my neck, but these are things that sensitive or fragile people, you're not going to be able to deal with these, because you really need to be able to have a little bit of a thick skin in the music business, because like I said, things are not always going to work out. So you really want to train yourself with this so that you're able to handle these things when they happen. This is just good life advice too. Like, you don't want to be someone that can't handle situations when they come up. You want to be Mr. Reliable or Miss Reliable that people can go to when situations come up. You want to be the person that can handle things and get things done. So you don't want to be the person that shies away from things or blames the world or blames other people for your life not going the way it's supposed to. And it's the same for your career. It's the same in the music industry. So these are things that you really want to focus on and get right up here first. The third do of networking in the music industry is nurture the current relationships that you have. It's important to nurture these relationships because you don't want to lose a solid connection that you have because you're chasing a better connection or the next big thing, right? If you have someone that you work with well, they're a pretty good asset to your career, you don't want to totally ditch them when you get an opportunity to maybe work with someone that you value as better or that's more famous or something like that. The reason you don't want to do this is because you never know who might bring you an opportunity. And the longer you're in the industry, the more you'll realize this. And I actually realized this for myself in terms of my production business. A couple of my friends or acquaintances, I would say, in my career have brought me opportunities to produce for big artists, to get these big placements. And these are people that I wouldn't have actually thought would have been able to get me this opportunity, so I was really shocked, but they did, right? And so that's why it's very important to see these relationships through, see these connections through. You don't want to lose people that could bring you opportunities, especially if you get along and you work well together. On to the don'ts. The first don't is do not just spam your music in people's DMs. This is going to seriously damage your reputation and your image, and it's also going to make people just not want to network with you, especially if you don't have a good existing relationship. Because imagine if you don't know this person, you might just follow each other on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or Twitter, whatever the case is. You just follow each other socially, and then they just start sending you their music or Instagram posts saying, "Yo, run this up, like, comment this, stream this song." You're not going to give a shit, right? You're not going to go do that. So it's really important that you don't just spam people like this, because it's really going to damage your image. And yeah, it's just going to make the person not want to network with you. So you're going to lose out on possible valuable connections. The The second don't is to not rely heavily on other people for your success. You will never get ahead in life like this by relying on other people and not building up something for yourself. And this links to the first do, right? Of building something up that you can be proud of and a good foundation that other people can see so that it gives you credibility when wanting to work with them. Relying heavily on others really indicates that you have a negative perception of yourself and that you don't actually believe you can succeed on your own or do anything valuable by yourself, so you're just waiting for something to drop out of the sky or an opportunity to just fall on your lap from someone else in order for you to be successful. Not only is this not true, but it's really damaging to your mentality and your self-image. There's a quote that I really love that relates to this. It goes like this: there are two types of people, those that believe they can and those that believe that they cannot, and both are right. So which one are you? Are you someone that believes they can do something, or are you someone that believes they can't and just relies on everyone else for it? The final don't is do not lead with your ego. You don't want to miss an opportunity for a good connection because you have an inflated ego. Once again, you just never know who might bring you a good opportunity in your career or who might be a valuable asset to your life. You definitely do want to give people a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, as long as they're to a certain standard that you can say, okay, this person might bring value to my career or my business or my life. I would recommend giving them the benefit of the doubt. And so where I would go from there is, trying them out for a couple of weeks, a month, try working with them or just, engaging with them in your social circle. And then it's totally okay to rule them out. If, you've been speaking to them for a couple of weeks or working with them or maybe a month and you realize, hey, this is not working out for me. I'm not really getting value from this. My values don't really align with this person's values. I don't really want them in my life or my career. That's totally okay. I would definitely say then scrap them and remove them from your life. But you definitely want to give someone the benefit of the doubt first, because you just never know who might bring so much value into your life. So that's it for this video, guys. I know this was a little bit of a ramble, a little bit of a self-help talk too. But I really hope that you guys understand that your self-image and the way that you see yourself and conduct yourself is how other people are going to see you. So if you have a really negative self-image, it's really not going to do you well when networking. So it really is an inside game. You really have to start inside before you can look outwards. As always, there'll be a download included with this video. It's going to be the do's and the don'ts of networking in the music industry. Feel free to grab that. It's something that you can look over every day, every week, just to remind yourself of, some important aspects. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.